Good evening. We're on time, y'all. It's 8 o'clock, like we stated. So listen, we had to do what we had to do today to get to stream live. Um, Everybody know I share areas. I go between Fort Lauderdale and Delray. I was all the way in Fort Lauderdale and had left the charger to the laptop. So I had to drive it back to Delray. So if you know the distance, that's like a 40-minute drive. Then I got halfway home and said, Ken, you got a computer at the house. So this has been one crazy, crazy day, but I had refused to cancel because one thing I'm practicing in 2020 is consistency. And then I get home and my family's watching TV, so I'm like, oh man, how are we gonna do this? I said, okay, we're gonna make this happen because I have one of the um, most skilled men in the business keep pushing promotions. He is on the line, so we wasn't going to cancel him out today. We're going to make this happen by any means necessary. But you know, I got to pay some bills before we do anything. Um, just want to send a shout out to my proud sponsor. My string went away, but he's here. All right, guys. That's what happens when you try to do other things throughout the house and don't have good Wi-Fi. throughout the entire house. So I want to send a shout out to my proud sponsor, which is Genesis Tax Legal and More. They do pay the cost to be the boss. But right now we have the one, the only Mr. Keep Pushing himself. Sir,
What's going on?
we making it happen. We making it
Can you hear me?
happen. I can see you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yep.
All right, good, good.
So listen, tell them who you are because you're one of the gurus in the business, and I follow you. A lot of people say, "King, you're a promotional company. You're interviewing another promotional company, but you're like the Godfather." So we have to basically
No, not at all.
you're like the Godfather of the business. So we have to basically base things, from what you're teaching us and what we're learning, and we're learning from you. You're doing big things with these sellers. You're doing big things over. So, we want to pay homage to you.
Appreciate it.
So just tell
Um,
us a little about who you are and what you do.
my name is Gabriel Tyus, a young man from Cincinnati, Ohio. I live in Maryland. Been here for like 5 years now. I started promoting or really working with artists maybe like 12 years ago. Um, John B. Key came to Ohio, and anybody know John B. Key? He loves to travel and he loves to pop up doing concerts. So he gave a friend of mine, Chris Jackson, shout out to Chris, a phone call, said I need to come to we was in Dayton, Ohio, and do a concert. We had 3 days to plan a concert. At the time, they
Wow.
had his son Chris and CJ playing the drums. We had to get two drum sets, organ, keyboard, like sale tickets, dinners. Anybody who's ever did concerts, I mean, it's 3 days that's unheard of. But we did in 3 days, packed out a whole church, sold tickets, was able to feed his crew, everybody. So we did. I said, man, this is fun. I mean, the rush was a lot, but it was fun. Did that. Years later, I promoted for Ty Tribbett to come to Louisville, Kentucky. He came, sold out an outside event. Then 3 months later, did it in Jackson, Tennessee at an arena. It wasn't packed, but it was packed enough. It was a big arena. We did that. So I found my calling doing promotional services, marketing, independent artists, whatever you name it. Um, I reached out to a couple people that was already doing it in the industry, gospel wise, to ask for help or assistance. You would think they would say, "Yeah, Gabe, we got you," but really they told me no. They told me no. They asked me, "Why am I doing this? We don't need you. We have enough people in the industry doing this." I was told that. So of course, me being me, it motivated me, but I got down on myself toward that. I can't do this. People that I looked up to. So I started doing it on my own, just grabbing artists here and there, charging $20. Hey, let me just do this, see how it works. It wasn't about no money at all. It's never been about money at all for me at all. I just wanted to see if I could do it, and then graduate from there. Our partnership with a guy out of South Carolina, me and him worked together. We did it together. It was great, but I know I could do it by myself without nobody's help. Of course, still needed help. Did it on my own. Couple people in the industry that are godmothers and godfathers, because not me, saw what I was doing, grabbed a hold of me, gave me the do's and don'ts, and then from there, I mean, God has just been taking me off and off and off, honestly.
Oh man. So listen, tell us. I know that you do a show on Thursday nights, right?
Right.
So your show on Thursday nights is like it's I do keep it real, but you keep it real, real, and that's what I love about you.
right.
I had to cut back from keeping it real. People was like starting to hate me because I kept it
Gotcha.
real, real. I just didn't. I interviewed a young lady and I said, I had to learn the balance of the things I said because I used to be like, look,
Right.
you suck, and I had to learn the balance of that.
right.
I was like, people tell me, oh, I'm known all over where, so I had
right.
to learn the balance of saying things a little bit nicer. So I do like the way that you kind of um come across. I do love the not saying you're more professional than we are, but you do come across to kind of sugarcoat it a little better than I could
Oh.
ever do it. So
mm.
tell us about your show so we can get more people engaged in that. So what about the Thursday
Awesome.
night with Gabe?
Okay, so on Thursday nights, I try to do every Thursday night, but every other Thursday night, I try to get on here about 7:30. to talk about the industry. There's so many amazing artists, amazing musicians. I'm a musician at heart. I played the drums for years, but I transitioned over to the business part. A lot of people don't ask the right questions to be on events, as far as putting music out, doing a concert. Just because you see me doing an event, don't think it's easy because it's not. It takes toll on your body. It's stress, money. If you got a girlfriend or wife, she probably gonna feel the butt of it. You know what I'm saying? Cause she right there. Um, but on Thursday, I just try to let people know what's going on, what's not going on. Right? This with me,
Right.
other artists. So many times I go to different events, and the artist, the main artist, is dope. Look good, banging, sound good. But then the background singers, I'm like, oh, like, what do they have on? They look a hot mess. So it's really to encourage and help people. Like, okay, you may sound great, but your outfit, your whole makeup, or your weave, or Beijing is horrible. Maybe you didn't need it. You know what I'm saying? So I just try to be real with people, let them know, yeah, you sound amazing, but your outfit, or maybe you needed a space on that night. You know what I'm saying? So I just try to let people know what's going on. I mean, the people that I work with, that are my mentors, they did real me from day one. That's the only way I know how to be is be real. I'm not gonna fake. I'm not gonna lie to no artist, lie to no musician, say he the best. If you suck, you suck. I mean, that's what it is. So find your calling.
And that's what I love about you. I tune in on Thursdays
Mhm.
because you kind of let people know you, you let them know exactly what it is. And I know
Right.
when a couple months ago you stated that you started out in the drums, right? Remember,
Oh
right?
yeah. Right.
You started out on the drums, and then you move over to this calling. What I think you're a member of who's your pastor?
My pastor is Jason Nelson.
Oh, one of my favorite artists.
Yes.
One of my favorite artists in the industry, Mr. Jason Nelson. So you
Yes.
are able to also be in the industry around some of the best
Mhm.
artists, especially coming through there. Um,
Right.
you do so many things that I heard you say, which you can't get artists to do this now. Do whatever you need to do to get there. Like you said, if
Mhm.
you got to take a mega bus, if you got to
Oh
take
yeah.
a Greyhound. I mean, kind of elaborate more on that because I think that my platform needs to understand that there's
Mhm.
sacrifices in this industry that you have to make in order to get
Right.
there.
Oh yeah. I will always talk about myself. I don't talk about nobody else at all. There's been times where I've rode the mega bus from I live in Maryland, from Maryland to Atlanta, or wherever I need to go. If funds weren't available for me or whoever I'm going for, there's been times I took Spirit. Anybody know Spirit? Spirit is the worst airline ever. But I have took Spirit from here to Vegas before, from here to Atlanta. At the end of the day, as long as I'm there, that's all that matters. A lot of times, if you're able to work with that promoter or whoever is booking you, trust me, they will call you back. I've got calls back because I was easy to work with, hands down. There's nothing wrong with the Greyhound Megabus. Get there, rent a car. I mean, you can lie and say you flew in. At the end of the day, nobody knows but you and God. You, God, or whoever came with you. At the end of the day, if you're an artist charging 5,000 and their budget is only 2,000, and you really want to go there, trust me, it's okay to carpool. It's okay to get a van. It's okay to Megabus, Greyhound, even get on Spirit. It's okay. Trust me. You may get more money. That 2,000 you're guaranteed to get. But I've been places charging 500 and I'll leave with 1,000 because I was able to get there on a limb that they didn't think I was able to come on at all.
Right, because we all go to GMWA,
Oh yeah.
and oh, that is like a month's salary, and just like myself, when I go, I literally stay on campus. So when
Hmm.
you stay on campus, it's like you got to save all your nickels and dimes. But
Right.
the
Right.
sacrifice is because you're building a relationship. You walking in rooms,
Hmm.
and you probably don't remember, but we met. We hey, how you doing?
Uh,
And passing. And these are the things that you have to do because meeting people is just so important.
totally.
You have Danielle. Samantha Danielle says she hates
Hey,
Spirit.
then yeah.
I call Spirit the Greyhound of airlines. When I tell you Spirit is the worst,
Yeah,
I
it is.
it is the worst. But we have to sacrifice as promoters. We have to
Hmm.
sacrifice as people in the industry and the things that we're doing. But I do see you doing some big things over in Vegas.
Thank you.
we can't live. We can't. We gotta talk about Vegas. 'Cause, I think this your what third year over in Vegas.
Yes. It's my it's I hate to use the word my because it's not just me, but it's our third year doing the event there. But I've been going to Stellars ever since I can remember. But yeah, we have an event called um the Gospel Experience, and it's for major artists and independent artists all come together. There's no big eyes, little U's, whatever. It's a big celebration, big concert for everybody. Honestly, hands up.
Okay. So this year you're. Is it? I know that one year's like two. You had two different events, right? Was it just the one event you have?
I had one event. So my event is on Thursday. It would probably be like at 1 or 2 o'clock during the day. Um, if you go to the Gospel Experience live on Instagram, a lot of the pictures and videos are on there. But we have my pastor was there last year, Jason Nelson. We have had Jonathan Nelson, Kevin Lemons, and Howard Calling,
Whoa.
um, Dwayne Woods. The year after Edwin Hawkins died, passed away, his family came. So that was like a big, like, wow, like they all on the front row type deal. We have some of the best independent artists from the West Coast, East Coast, South, Midwest, and we all just in there having a good time, networking, media. So if you're in the area, if you're coming for the Stellar Awards, it's a free event. Again, it's a free event. We don't charge nothing. We do an offering, but I would encourage you to come. We have a great lineup. I would not tell nobody what it is. See the flyer, but if you've seen the past events, we're just going up. That's all. We're just going up. We had a great meeting last week. I was in Vegas, so yeah, I'm really excited, honestly, about this year.
So can I leak your flyer? I want to be the one that leak the flyer. I just send me the flyer.
Put like this. Once the flyer is out, you will get it personally.
No, I want to leak it.
You,
I want to leak the
no,
flyer.
no,
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 no, no.
no.
Give me the opportunity to leak the flyer. Send me the flyer before you want to leak the flyer. I'll go around and leak the flyer, and then you can leak the flyer at midnight. And then I can say, hey,
Lord,
I'm
Lord Jesus.
trying to leak the flyer. I don't want it today. I want it the day before you drop it so that I can leak the flyer.
No,
Listen, we live. This ain't behind the scenes. This is that live. Like,
look.
look, I want to leak the flyer. I want
The
to leak.
the only thing I can tell you is Facebook Live would not do justice. Facebook Live would capture certain moments,
Right.
but I would encourage you if you're there. Matter of fact, the first year we had it, honestly, I was nervous. When I say nervous, I walked the Las Vegas Strip for 3 hours. I
Oh,
didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know if the doors were going to be locked in the church. I didn't know what was going to happen. So many things happened the first year that I had no clue what happened ever. People came that I didn't think would come. Then they came again the second year. And then after the second year was over, they asked, hey, we got to be a part. We want to do this and this and this. So really, it's all a God thing. It's not about Gabe. It's not about Soul Town, which is my business partner, Carlton Cofield, my mentor. Been working with him for 7 years. Thank God for him. It's not about none of this at all. God get all the glory, all the glory.
amen. And I think God is telling you deep in your spiritizations, that you should send me the flyer that night. Huh? Say, send King the flyer that night, and I'll stay up and leak the flyer. Then y'all can release it at midnight. Hey, listen, Vegas is a big deal for a lot of
I
people.
got you. I
Vegas,
got you. We try to make something happen.
Vegas is just like I tell people all the time, and I tell people here. A young lady said
Mm-hmm.
to me, "I'm trying to get to the Stellars," and I said, "Why are you trying to get to the Stellars?" I said,
Mm-hmm.
"Build relationships home first before you fly over there and
Right.
spend all your money, and you
Totally.
have no clue who these people are. Build relationships. Get in contact with the plugs. Learn new people. Tune in. I try to encourage them. Things like this, like Gay Page. Gay has something going on in 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 Las Vegas. You like his page? She said, "Well, who is that? Let me research her." Okay,
Mm-hmm.
this is what they're doing. I said, "You have to network and build relationships
Oh
before you
yeah.
get on the plane, and you have no clue what you're doing. You're just going over there spending money. You don't
Yep.
have a good ticket. You're not part of anything." I've been on the voting. I've been a voting member of the Stellars for years. A lot of people don't even know
Yep.
what that even is. I'm like,
A lot of people don't.
you don't even know what the voting members even are. You don't even have a card, understanding that your voice counts on a lot of the people that are getting on that stage. So I
Hmm.
said sometimes that $99, I think it's $96, is important because it gives
Oh
you a
yeah.
voice. But you want to run
Hmm.
out there and jump on Spirit, pay for a
Oh yeah.
hotel, go out there, don't know
Yeah.
nobody,
Right.
and then you're expecting the things to fly. Start here. I
Right.
tell people all the time, listen, the best place to start at is in July
Hmm.
at the GMWA. Then you're able to, because everybody's more relaxed. At the Stellars is like more
Right.
intense. The GMWA, you're all in one building. Hey, I know you're from Facebook. My name is such and such. So when we
Right.
see you in at the Stellars, you're like, hey, so I mean, a lot of things have to be learned with this industry, and
Oh
I
yeah.
commend you for your show on Tuesday. I'm sorry, on Thursday nights. That's
Mm.
why when I set the laptop up, and my laptop is not gonna hold a battery with the software, and I'm like, oh my god, I got my charger. I jumped up and I ran. I said, I'm flying. They're like, oh, I gotta get back home. And then, my family's watching TV, and I'm like, oh my Lord, what am I
Mm.
gonna do? Because they wasn't expecting me. So I say, okay,
Right.
we're gonna make this happen. We was in the back of the house. But I found out
Mm.
when we came to the front. We have to make things happen because people time is of the essence.
Hmm.
And I know that
Definitely.
you're a very important factor, and I want everyone to know who Keep Pushing is because
Appreciate it.
I need them to know that Thursday nights you're dropping real nuggets.
Oh
And
yeah.
that's so important from me as a
Mm.
promoter to you. I do call you the Godfather. I'm sorry, maybe I shouldn't be calling you that, but
That's fine.
that's who you are because I learn a lot from you.
Appreciate it.
And
Thank you.
I really, I want tell the people them because I ain't gonna hold you up. Tell the people how can they contact you, how can they stay in contact with you. Do you have
Mm.
anything you need to let them know because we want tonight to be a vehicle of information that's sent to you
Mm.
that you increase your followers and that people are tuning in Thursday night from South Florida, North Florida, the entire state to understand the importance of education.
Right. Um. First thing I would say, whether you're an artist, road manager, 'cause I'm a road manager also, preacher, whatever, make sure you're called to do this. I'll say it again. Make sure you are called to do this. So many times, a lot of people don't know. I've tried to quit. Like when I say quit, like rip the post off my wall, throw my phone away, delete numbers. I've tried to quit, like literally. Even with Keep Pushing, when I was 28, a lot of you don't know this. I tried to commit suicide. That's where Keep Pushing actually came from. My former pastor, his wife had a dream about me committing suicide. I lied to her, whatever. Came back a month later and told her, yeah, it was me. Out of all the scriptures she read, and again, I'm a PK, so I know about the Bible and all this stuff. I have my Bible right here. Just let you know, Ms. Devotional. I I know about the Bible and stuff. Out of everything she said, keep pushing. What you're doing and going through or may go through is not just for you, but for your brother, your sister, your mom, your dad, your kids' kids. So, Gabe, if you can get through it and handle it, then you got it. So I took that, ran with it, got the hat, got the tattoo, got the shirt, you name it, I got it. Of course, don't get me wrong, it's not easy. If I be lying to you, anybody say, oh, yeah, it's very easy. You can't give up. God got you. Trust me. Sometimes I'll be mad at God, and God, like, what's up? Now, come on. But if if you are really called to do this, it's not easy to give up, no matter what it is. So again, make sure you're called to do this. Number two, make sure you have a covering. There's a lot of things in churches I don't like. I can honestly say I love my church, and for the past actually 6 years, I've grown each and every year, each and every month under my pastor, Bishop Jason Nelson. Shout out to him. And again, I'm not there because he's recording art. I'm there because I get the teaching that I haven't got nowhere else. I'm just being real. That's what number I'm on two. Three, artists know where you're going. If you're going to a church that's Koji, I say Koji. Koji churches, for the most part, dress up. Don't go there with holes in your jeans and ladies your skirt too short. Trust me, they will not invite you again. Matter of fact, you may not even sing. Make sure you ask the protocol of the church so that way you're dressing to according to the church. Now, some churches may be like, hey, come as you are, wear whatever. But I'm gonna tell you this: what I do, I go on Facebook and watch all the videos or the last video from last Sunday and see what everybody's wearing. If they're dressed up wearing a suit, trust believe, Gabe is gonna wear a suit. I'm wearing a tie. I'm wearing a coupling, Stacey Adams, whatever, because I want to. I rather be overdressed than underdressed.
Right.
Um, Another thing is, you said earlier, network. A lot of people I know, even like yourself, from networking, right? There's social media and person, business cards, have professional pictures. I get my pictures taken every year, not because I'm conceited. No, I was doing a professional headshot for a flyer or whatever may go on, whatever. Um, and what else? And another thing, I say this all the time on Thursday. I probably said it again. You don't have to comment or post everything on social media. One thing I pride myself in is moving in silence. A lot of times you don't know where I'm doing or where I'm at until I post it. I may not even post it at all. I travel a lot, so I don't even post it. Move in silence. Let your work speak for itself. Again, move in silence. Let your work speak for itself. And how you can find me? You can find me on social media. Keep pushing promotions on my fan page, on Instagram, and also the Gospel Parents is on Instagram. Again, this is our third year being in Las Vegas. This is for major artists, independent artists. If you want to be a part of it, hit me up directly right now, and then we can go from there.
All right. So listen, we want to make sure that we continue. I tell people all the time, and I interviewed a lady that has a show like mine, and people in
Mhm.
their mind are like, "How you doing that?" Because I want to make sure we're family. Because you never
Right.
know when you have to come to South Florida, and I'd be like, "Hey,
Oh yeah.
baby, you know what I mean? I may have to come to your area. I may be in Vegas. You may be
Mhm.
at the Doves. So this is the things that you need because like you always say that your hotel be next to Waffle House, and that's a blessing.
Hey,
That's
hey, look, let me tell you. Anybody that know me know I love Waffle House. I don't. I mean, I'm from Ohio, so we have Waffle House everywhere. But here in Maryland, the closest one is like 40 minutes away. But I love Waffle House. I don't care where I'm at. I'm going to Waffle House at least one time. At least one time. I
I
love it.
think that's something about us because we were at the Spin Awards and
Hmm.
a lot of the Spin Awards is actually an awesome place for radio announcers,
Okay.
and they were like, "You going to Waffle House and all these other restaurants?" I say, "Listen, you cannot leave town and get off
Right,
the
right.
and don't go to a Waffle House if they
Oh
got
yeah.
that's it." I said
Yes.
Waffle
You
House is
got to.
2 hours from me, so when I
Okay.
see the Waffle House, I have to go ahead and enjoy it. And every time
Right.
I see you land and you say, "God has blessed me, my hotel is right next to Waffle House," you
Yes.
say,
Glory.
I say, "Girl,
Yes.
I feel you on that. I feel
Yes.
you on that because they'll bless you every time." And I
Oh
always
yeah.
tell people, I say, "Listen, Gabe is so down to earth." I say he be busy when I see him because most likely he's either hosting an event, doing an event,
Mm,
coming in and out of a room. So we don't have
mm.
the opportunity to sit down and just have a conversation. So I want
Right.
to thank you tonight for taking time
Mm,
out your busy schedule to come in
mm.
and join me. I do watch your services when you guys go live.
Awesome.
And I'm Kojic, so I go against the grain. My pastor be like, "What do you have on?" I be like, "This the new millennial dress code." We be like, "What?" I be like, "This the new school thing they got going on over
Gotcha.
here." So, again, I want to thank you for taking time out your schedule. I've
Mm,
had to make this happen by any means necessary because you have
mm.
so many big things coming up, especially with the Stellas.
Yes,
That
ma'am.
is a very big show, and we want to make sure we support you. When you leak me, I'm speaking this in the atmosphere. When you leak me that flyer and I put it out, I'm gonna make sure that what? Listen, he gonna have no choice but to leak it to me now. Like I gotta give it to Kenya because you done
put
said something.
put like this. I'm not looking at anything, but I believe again, this is our third year. I believe this year will be more amazing than the last two. Um, Again, I would say this year will be more amazing than the last two.
Okay,
If you're in Las Vegas, I'm gonna tell you to be there.
okay. So
Again, we had a great meeting last week. Again, I was in Vegas last week. I would suggest you be there. If you are a group or artist, again, you want to be a part, inbox me directly. Gabriel Tyus on Facebook. If you have my number, call me, text me. If you don't have it, then you don't have it. But if you want to be a part of this. Um, that's all I can really say. You want to be a part of this. There's a small fee to be a part of it, but you want to be a part of it. I don't know if you're from Florida, Texas, Ohio, wherever you're coming from. You want to be a part of this event.
And
Like
it
I
starts
can
about
honestly
one
say that.
o'clock, right?
Huh?
It starts about 1 o'clock, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay, yeah. Because it's a lot of like Stella's is one of the weekends like GMWA. You don't sleep until you get back home.
Right, right. Totally, totally true.
You don't sleep until you get back home. So I do recommend that if you are in the Stellars to join this event because I
Mm.
have watched it over the last couple of years and it has been awesome. This is something to
Thank you.
be a part of. He's not going to leak me the flyer, but as soon as I see it, I'm going to take it and then I'm going to come on here and I'm going to talk about it.
That's fine.
So
Yeah. Matter of fact, um, once the flyer is out, get me back on here, and we can talk about it and go from
okay.
there. And
So what
and, and if you
is
can, and if you coming to Vegas, I'm gonna have you a front row seat, media room, everything. You come, let me know.
that's
I
what I'm
got
talking
you.
about. That's what I'm talking. Well,
I
I got to
got you.
because they be trying to, the GIN, the Gospel Industry Network, and the alliances, they be trying to hold me hostage. I love them, but I'm presidents
Right.
and all them things. But I'm
Well,
a
look. Put like this. Tell the whole cabinet, all the whole crew to come. You tell me
okay.
how many people coming. I will promise you. I'm on live. How many? Let me know how many people coming
hmm
and what time you coming. Y'all have your own personal row.
Okay, so I'll try to bring the whole, because
Yeah.
when you part of them organizations,
Yeah. Make it happen. Look,
we gonna
you
make it
make it
happen.
happen. I'm gonna make it happen. There it is.
All right, there it is. So we're gonna do that for the
There
Stella
it is.
Awards and
Yes, ma'am.
Las Vegas, and he's gonna come back the day that he drops the flyer. He's gonna tell
Yes.
me, and we're gonna allow him to come back on the software right here, because with the software, I'm see if I can show you real quick. I know you see your flyer in the background, right?
Yes, I do.
So you
Yes.
see your flyer in the background. So let me just show you real quick. So we do it like that. So
Oh
we'll
wow.
flash it so that we can go over it and let you know now. Kevin Lyman's
Okay.
in higher calling. When I tell you I love them,
Yes. Like, and then like me and Kevin Lemon is real cool. I call him my uncle, brother, whatever you call him. So they was from the first year, but a lot of the group couldn't come. So he said, nephew, we coming. I'm like, all right. I'm thinking just 12 of them gonna come. He brought the whole crew.
wow.
When I say the whole crew, if you know anything about Kevin Lemons and Higher Calling, it's about 45 of them.
Yep.
All 45 of them came and they did what they did. And that to me was like, wow. Like Kevin Lemons, you
That made you
came,
proud.
Dwayne Woods, um, Bishop Cortez Vaughn, he came,
Ooh,
Jonathan Nelson came. The first year I had the event, well, we had the event, my bishop, of course, he's busy, national artist. He said he wasn't able to make it. No big deal. And I'm in the back by the sound booth. I go to the front and I literally cried. Like, I'm a big boy trying to cry. But I'm like, to have my pastor there, I was like, wow, my pastor's here. Not only for the first year, but the second year too. He was one of the hosts. So that right, it's just the little things for me that make it like, okay, wow. It's again, it's not about me, it's not about you, it's about God, but God is making all this happen. So yeah. I'm telling y'all, March 26th, you might want to be there. That's all I'm gonna say. March
man, y'all
26th.
gotta y'all gotta get to Vegas for the Stellas, and plus it's an experience that
Yes.
you'll never know because you're just walking through the streets of Vegas and some of everybody just walking through the streets of Vegas.
Yep.
But I really want everybody to, like you said, know your calling and make sure this is
Mm.
what you want to do because
Yes,
you got to
please.
build relations here before you
Right.
go there. I kind of did that for years. Like this is the 10th year I have an award show, and my
Okay.
award show is next month. And I tell people that this is the biggest year because
Mm.
collectively over the 10 years, I gradually built relationships to the fact that right now, when my 10-year anniversary, is
Mm.
huge and everybody's like coming and everybody's telling me they need stuff for hotels that
Mm.
you wouldn't even know is coming because
Right.
collectively we have built relationships. And I think that's what you say every week. It is so important to network. So
Oh yeah.
I do want to once again, and again, it is a pleasure and an honor. I am so grateful for Hot Topics because just the people that God has allowed to come on and say yes. Because
Mhm.
you could be like King, no, I ain't coming on. You know what I mean? So the people that are coming onto the show that are well connected in the industry that can give you knowledge and nuggets, I just want to thank you so much for
Thank you
coming
for having
on
me. Honestly.
to this little bitty city, this little country girl down here in Florida, South Florida. You coming on and just hanging out with me for this time because it means the world to me.
Mm. Yes,
Um,
ma'am.
that we can support each other
Hmm.
because you have so many other promoters that are like, nah, you a promoter, I'm a promoter. Nah, trust when I tell you, you know how it go.
Yeah,
Everybody's not.
and it's crazy you said that. One thing about me, I cannot drive a stick shift at all. If you gave me the keys to your car, it can be a Bentley, and it's a stick shift, I cannot drive. I have the keys. Even though me and you may be on the same level of promoting, marketing, whatever, how you do it is totally different than how I'm doing it. I
Right.
mean, and people don't. And when I first started, people that I was actually working with, when I say working with their brand, told me no, told me, Gabe, why you doing this? Like, you don't qualify, you don't fit in. And one thing that happened to me when I joined my church, and this is when I joined my pastor preached a sermon said, the stage is set just for you. You may not qualify, you may not look right, but it's set just for you. When I joined the church, 3 months later, I started working with Ty Tribbett, JJ Harris. I was on the tour, the Bloody Wind tour. I was one of the security guys for the tour. Again, I don't qualify for it at all, but because I'm in the right place at the right time and I'm doing what God has called me to do, God has opened up doors and I just run on through it. Just being honest.
And that is truly a blessing. And I do, like I said, I listen and you always drop spiritual nuggets on Thursday
Mm.
nights. So we thank you for that too because you always drop spiritual nuggets and that shows like you always say, make sure you have a covering, make sure you do this.
Oh yeah,
And I always tell people make sure that this is what you're called to do. Don't just
yes,
do it because your grandma say you can sing real good.
yeah, man. Whew. Say, man, look, matter of fact, I'm talking about that Thursday because I'll talk about it Thursday. Matter of fact, join in Thursday because that's a whole nother like topic
Yeah.
because you may be a good worship leader. That don't make you a national artist.
Oh
So
God.
many some artists say I'm going to nations. What nation? You don't even have a passport. You don't have TSA. You don't have clear. I can go to the airport right now and walk on through. Not walk right through, but with clear and
Get
TSA
clear,
and
yeah.
have a passport. And you can't go to nations without a passport. There's no way. What nation you going to? Atlanta? Like, I mean, there's no nation you can go to. And so many times, if I really took time out, I could probably really sing. But to be a recording artist, I don't want to be that. God has not called me to do that at all, period. So again, make sure you're called to do this. Right, as a
Yeah.
preacher, role manager, praise dancer, mime, uh, a cook.
Everything.
If you're not called to do it, trust me, it's gonna fail. It's gonna fail
And I
every time.
think that's me and I work with Michael Lee and we
Mm,
just had this conversation like, a lot of people um they're claiming they're independent artists and they kind of like don't have music out correctly.
right,
And I said they're not independent. They just dropped the single and that's where you dropped it at. It's no radio airplay.
right.
You don't even know how to get on radio airplay. And I say, I think that a lot of people just think that because they have the money to go into the studio
Mm,
and they can mix, master, and do things that. And I teach personally that
okay.
every quarter you should be updating your CV,
Oh
your
yeah.
headshot. I teach that because I can go from the natural to another hairdo or don't want to, you
Mm,
know what I mean? Because that's what I do during the week. I say, but
right.
you're gonna have when they ask you for a headshot, you don't want that headshot that you've had over and over again because people get tired of seeing it. There's nothing that's fresh.
Yeah. Right.
And that's what happened. I had one headshot that everybody kept using, and I say, why y'all keep using that headshot? There's
Mm,
more. Oh, we like that one better. So what I had to do is I had to trump that. I had to
right.
go and get a makeup artist, get some hair did,
Mm,
and trump
right.
that headshot. Because no matter how many headshots I took, everybody was pulling that one. I said, why do y'all keep
Right.
using it? Oh, we love that one. I said, well, let me
Mm,
see what I can do to trump that because I try to explain to artists, listen, if you put all your albums and CDs and all that on the table, what's going to
mm,
draw them to pull yours out of the pack?
right. Totally.
I say, so you're going to have to stop using Post on My Wall. This ain't what we came to talk about because I get you get me on this. I got to walk into the kitchen table and put this thing correct because they're putting it out and then it's what's next. You're
Right.
putting out the music, but what's next?
Right.
And I
And not to cut you off, but you putting me on this. I'm gonna get off real quick. artists promote yourself first before releasing music.
Mm.
It's some artists I even ask. I'll be like, "What's your budget?" Before I even give out my price, I say, "What's your budget?" And I work with anybody. So if you say, "Hey, I can only do $100," I may work with you for a month. Just being honest. But if you can do $100 with me, but you spend $1,300 on a single that sucks, there's something wrong. But then don't send me the music and say, listen to this. And now I got to give you my personal opinion. And I can't lie to you. Because if I lie to you, then you go to, I say Gina Miller or Ty Scott. Like, hey, I want, they're going to be like, who told you to sound good? And you say my name? They're going to look at me like, Gabe, are you serious? No, no, no. So if you ask me about some music, if I'm going to play it, I'm going to send it to four people that I know that are artists or that are radio execs. Let them like, hey, listen to, check it out. And I do it all the time. I do it all the time. I just say, listen to this. They like it, cool. They don't, then I give them a vote and say, hey, go back and fix this or whatever, fix this. So yeah, just have
Right.
money to do everything. Marketing, business cards. I thought I had one. But my business card on the front of it is yellow. It's bright yellow. Can't miss it. If I put mine on the table right now, you'll see mine before you see anybody else's.
Right.
Why? Because mine bright yellow on purpose. It's a bright yellow. I have a blue blazer on with a yellow shirt. And I did that on purpose. 'Cause I want to keep in my first one, when I first started out, I didn't know better. I had a black and red business card. Nobody looks at no black and red business card. Oh, that's cute. But some color, and I'm like, okay, cool. Then the back of it is like black with yellow writing type deal. So yeah, just make sure whatever you're doing is grabbing somebody's attention, rather you singing from your outfit. No matter where I go, I try to make sure I look like something. Because I represent
The
Charles
brand.
Butler and Trinity, Josh Copeland, myself, my family. So if I put the suit on, trust me, I'm putting the suit on. I'm going to get that suit tailored. I'm going to get the best shoes ever because I want to step out. Like, oh man, I'm ready. So you got to know and make sure you're ready. Whether it's Jordans or Stacey Adams, make sure when you put it on, you put it on.
And you know the crazy part about what you just said? You said Gina Miller, you said Ty Scott. These are people that some people don't even know who they are
Yeah,
because they're not they're I keep telling people you gotta get out the box, you gotta take some save some money up and go to these events where these people are
yes.
speaking at. I go to as a matter of fact, Josh saw me at the Doves.
Okay. Yep.
And he ran up to me. I was like, you know me? He's like, I be seeing you on Facebook. I'm
Yep.
like, for real? You know, and he did a drop for me for my radio station. And he basically, we took a picture,
Hmm.
real down to earth,
Oh
because
yeah.
he saw me trending on, you get what I'm saying? Same
Right.
thing with Lenny. Lenny Scott said, you always on Facebook. You always, you know what I mean? Because he's seen me several times at different events. So in
Right.
order to get yourself out, you have to get up out your city, out of your zip code sometime, and
Oh
go
yeah.
sit in the rooms at GMWAs
You
and
got to.
go sit in the rooms at these places. And you know, thinking that you're a local celebrity ain't gonna, we ain't supposed to win here. I'm so sorry, you know.
Right.
But thinking that you're a local celebrity, I tell you, I say y'all
Right.
local celebrities. Oh, you think I say I don't think I know everything, but you know what I do? I do go to classes so I can learn.
Yes.
So I sit in classes with Neely and Gina
Hmm.
Miller and Ty Scott and all of them. So I learned them. So just like we was at the Doves, Mr. Scott, you know, he had a car accident. So he was trying to
Okay.
get his food. And I was like, go sit down. I'll get your food for you. He was like,
Right.
really? I said, yeah, go sit down. And
Right.
I went
Right.
and get the food. He was like, get me two pieces of cake. I said, we only can get one. He was like, figure it out. So I got him two pieces of
Right. Right.
cake. You know, so he remembered me. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? So then Dr. Scott, when I got ready to leave, his brother was like, oh, I got a headache. I said, well, listen, I'm gonna jump in my rental car, go get you some Tylenol. You know, so I
Hmm.
left the thing, they was having food or whatever, and got some Tylenol, I came back. He said, how can I repay you? I said, just pray for me. He said, get in the car, let me pray for you now. So now he knows who I am. You know, so
Hmm.
you have to build relationships. And I
Right.
think
Oh yeah. Got to.
that's the piece of missing link that is missing in the industry of
Hmm.
people that are local. They're forgetting that you have to connect. Anytime you plug into anything, you have to have power.
Oh yeah.
And without powerful people, you just gonna sit there. Just like tonight.
That's it.
I knew that this without my charger, it would not have done more than 45 minutes of an interview, and I was not going to take that flight risk. So I said, oh
Right.
man, I gotta drive home and get to the power because I know
Got
I'm
to.
gonna need it.
Yes,
And I
ma'am.
think that that's what we have to instill in people. And your show does it. And you know, a lot of people say, Kenya, why don't you go back to? I say, nah, I ain't trying to teach people because people say I know everything. So I'm gonna stick to hot topics and let
Right.
everybody come on here and have some fun.
Oh yeah.
So we want to
Yeah.
push people more and more to your show
Thank you.
so that the education can continue. You know,
Yes.
inbox Gabe, y'all, and if you have anything you want to ask him, he can bring to the show. I'm just taking over your show, but I just want to say if there's questions you can ask because he does have the outlet to find out. He does have the connections. If he don't know, he can ask. So,
Yes.
I'm
Totally.
going to share his information. I want you guys to inbox him. And whatever he don't know, he can bring to the forefront to some people, and you can help you out. And that way, the industry
Right.
will be a little broader than us thinking that we local celebrities because we driving a Mercedes.
Mm-hmm. Trust
You
me,
know,
man. Stay humble. That's one thing I learned out of life. Just stay humble. Stay humble and let God do the work. Stay humble.
and that's how we have to be. So listen, I'm gonna let you go. So because I know you're a busy person, but Thursday night, we tuning in Thursday night.
Yes, Thursday night, 7:30. I will be on here Thursday nights at 7:30. I promise you. Bring your questions, bring your concerns. I will say this. Ask questions before you do anything. If you
Right,
know I'm having an event in Vegas, ask me questions. If
right.
you don't ask, you can't fault me. It's your fault. Ask questions about Vegas, GMWA, Stellars, whatever. Ask important questions. Even at your job. My job, I work with disability students. I don't know everything. You know what I do? I go to my boss. Hey, how can I do this? I ask questions so I can make sure when I do it, the next time it's done her way, but then my little twist to it also. So just
Amen.
ask questions. Keep God first. Make sure you're called to do this and stop posting all your issues on Facebook.
Mm.
That's it.
Repeat that. Stop posting all your issues on Facebook.
Stop posting all your issues on Facebook. I mean, it's people I know that's divorced. They got a boyfriend, girlfriend. I'm like, I should know that. I should only know that you sing, you shout, and that's it. I don't want to know about nothing else because then now I know. I'm like, oh man, that's that guy that's married. They got a girlfriend. So yeah, don't post the issues. Move in silence. Keep
That's
God
it.
first. You good.
That's it. Unless it's me, and I almost didn't have the show tonight, and I had to. You should see. Listen, I was driving so fast. I was like, Lord, if I get the ticket, please
Lord.
give me a ticket, because I'm going to do this by any means necessary. And it just. Like, listen, but God, we did it. We did
Yes.
it. And listen, as you heard, Gabe, we're going to come back once the flyers drop for the event.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah. I would love to come back.
we're gonna come back so that we can go over it. You know what I mean? Even if it's for 15 minutes, we're gonna go over it and just basically discuss the um the event in Vegas. We want this to be a hit. We want this to
Yes.
be a really big hit. Um,
And again, it's free. No cost.
but we need you to
It's
bring
free.
the coins for the offerings.
Yes. Come
And
as you are. There's no dress code. You can wear hats in the church, hoodies, whatever.
no, don't
Bring a
wear
couple of
hoodies.
dollars for the offering plate. Huh?
Hoodies make my nerves bad in church, so don't wear the hoodies. And
But
you
look,
know,
it's a big free event. And one thing we take pride in is making sure the event or the venue is something that we want to be in. I
mhm.
mean, anybody can go grab a church and have a concert. That's the easy part. But finding somewhere that's a challenge that's gonna make you like, okay, that's gonna give you 5 or 10 no's. And we have had 5 or 10 no's. Trust me. So don't think, oh, that's gay coming in. I'm gonna say yes. Trust me. Last year event, the person told us no up until the month before. So of course we had backups, but they told us no, like many times. Email, phone call, no, like Spanish, no. But God had another way. So yeah, it happened.
So again, we want to support you. I think I do have a show around 8 o'clock, but I'm gonna jump on until then. But
Okay,
we will push everything geared towards that on Thursday night
appreciate it.
because we want to make sure that you're getting, like Samantha said, we want the dialogue to happen. We want the conversation to happen. And this year in 2020, we want everybody has a vision, everybody have goals, and we want to be able to help them by being promoters and people in the industry. We want to be able to help them as much as possible. So
Right.
again, I want to thank you so much.
Thank you.
You know, I am touched. I feel like I'm a little like I'm fanning out now. Oh my God, you came on my show. Listen, I've really have reached out to some wonderful people who
uh,
have agreed to come on, and I was, and it's crazy when you're like, I'm cushioning myself for no, because you guys are like I'm like one of your biggest fans,
Mm.
and even when Tamil came on, and she was like, yes, let's do
Yeah.
it,
Oh
and I
yeah.
was like, and she's like, I'm just Tamil, like you
Right.
said, I'm just
And,
Gabe, but
oh yeah.
so it,
And the crazy part that you brought up Tamil. Tamil was probably the one person outside of everybody else that pulled me to the side. I never forget this. Like 4 or 5 years ago, we sat on the phone for 3 hours holding the phone about who I was working with, who I shouldn't work with, what I should do, what I shouldn't do. I'll never for- I'll never forget Tamil day of my life. Like Tamil, no, if she
yeah,
called me right now, she got have anything. But Tamil Curtis is to me that's the goat. That's the goat
that's
of
the goat.
all goats, like
Yeah.
hands down. So like Tamil Curtis, Carlos Hill, I've done work with him. My mentor, Carlos, I call somebody else, Carson Cofield, Sean Pennington, Kelvin Leach. These people that I've been watching for years, but to have the privilege to be under them, to be able to pull their coattail, to call them, like, hey, I need help. I mean, it's all God. Period. It's all. This is where I look at it. It's all God.
Yep. So to me, I've been a local promoter for so many years, but when I started
Mhm.
really traveling and getting to meet you guys, it's just like for you guys to come on to my show,
Oh yeah.
it really meant a lot. I really appreciate you guys. I know you're probably saying, girl, but it means a lot because you guys took out time. And even
Mhm.
when I stop you in the hallways at GW and I say, hey, man, you can give me a selfie, you're like, yeah, let's do it. So people
Oh yeah.
don't realize how humble you are, and we really want to let people know that you are here to help. So
Yes.
Thursday night, it's a date. We're going to push everybody to the Keep Pushing show. Um,
Yes.
I got to jump off because I do have a show, and I thank God that Hot Topics is really jumping. We
Oh
put this
yeah.
out, and it's like every day someone wants to be on, and I'm like, whoa, I need a break, but it's okay because that's what we
Yes.
set up for, to provide exposure for people. So
Awesome.
I
Awesome.
thank God for that. I'll be back on tomorrow night at 9 o'clock with some other people that want to come on. So join me
Awesome.
whenever you can. Log in and
I will.
hang out with me sometime, and let me know as soon as the day we're leaking the flyer. Not leaking. Let me stop
Okay.
saying it because I like to leak stuff.
Gotcha.
Let me know when you're releasing your flyer, and we'll come back so we can have the conversation. And just to let you know, this platform carries 6 people. So if you want to bring on whoever is working with you, we can get all three
Okay.
of us on the line at the same time. So
Okay. Awesome. Awesome.
I don't want to hold you any longer because I know that you're a busy person, and I want to thank you once again for coming
Yes.
and hanging out with me. And
Thank you for
again,
having me.
any last words?
Keep me in your prayer. Let's all make each other great this year. Let's all keep going higher, and always keep pushing. That's it.
Keep pushing. I like that.
That's it.
All right. This is good
All
night
right.
and much love.
Good night.
All right. So listen, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. It was an obstacle tonight trying to do this, but we made it happen, y'all. I made a vow to myself that I'm not going to just fold and give in, and that's what I didn't do. It was so much going on. It was, oh God, y'all praying for me. But I am so happy to um, have had Mr. Keep Pushing himself on the show with us tonight. Listen, I need you guys to do me a favor. Join me tomorrow night. We're going to have Samara Stewart and Adrian Wilson. We're going to be talking about It's a Love Thing, a night for grown folks, February 14, 2020. It's $50 a couple, 90. I'm sorry, $50 individual, $90 a couple at the LA Arts Center in the great city of Pompano Beach. That is 365 Martin Luther King Drive in the great city of Pompano Beach. For any information, you can contact Samara. Her phone number is 954-696-5064. This will be an event for everybody to come out and enjoy. Everybody, it's not a church. They're gonna play regular music. They ain't gonna play John P. Key, y'all. It's not gonna be church. It's gonna be a regular event. Um, and we ain't gonna tell nobody y'all drinking sangria. If y'all drink some, I ain't gonna tell. I ain't gonna tell. But again, we also want to send a shout out to Gillian and Cole. Gillian and Cole. We want to send a shout out to her. She is the proud sponsor of all of our events. She makes sure that the business stays in business. She pays the cost to be the boss. So again, also we just want to invite you out on February the 8th to the Praise and Worship Experience Magazine of the Gospel, our award show. the Praise and Worship Magazine of the Gospel on February the 8th. We will have our Black History Concert and Awards, the Praise and Worship Experience Awards. We're celebrating Black history at the Libby Wesley Amphitheater at 2 Southwest Fifth Avenue in the great city of Delray Beach, Florida, 33444. Again, this is from 3 o'clock to 9 o'clock. Again, just to let everybody know that we had so many nominees, so many nominees. Even some people didn't make it to the ballot because they had late entries on the response as far as like getting back to me. But we want to let you know that it's not about just want to let you know it's not about the who wins or lose because you already was a winner when you're already a winner when you were nominated. But the thing is, your peers vote you the best. So you're already a winner, but your friends vote you the best. So listen, I got to get out of here. I want to thank you guys for tuning in again tonight. Join me tomorrow night. It will be tomorrow night at 9 p.m. I will be interviewing Samara and Adrian. And again, you guys keep following, keep pushing. I'm going to share his information. So on Thursday night, you guys can support this young man, which is, I mean, he is awesome. And I want you guys to support. All right, I got to get up out of here. Much love. We out.